So the first corner of the game is on the way of Arsenal. Pires. 1-0 to the Gunners. Sorensen looks dumbfounded. Another goal for Patrick Vieira. Comfortably now Arsenal's second top scorer. And it was a traditional Arsenal goal, a header from the corner. Not too many of them in recent times. Man on the line. Couldn't stop it going behind. And just the start that Arsenal wanted. All the forwards had missed it. All the forwards had missed the opportunities. But the fullback straight inside the post. And Lee Dixon have his first league goal of the season, although you might argue the man on the line was undoubtedly offside but not interfering with play. And it's no... England are in this second half. Dicchio. Stepanovs makes the challenge inside the penalty area and had to be careful. Vieira caught in possession, and Sunderland have equalised. The Sunderland fans cannot believe it, and nor can Manninger. McCann celebrates a truly wonderful strike. Vieira caught in possession here by Ray, and McCann struck it first time. Manninger was only a couple of yards off his line, but it flew in. And Arsenal's first half lead and domination has evaporated.
Now York. Giggs arrives on the scene. And he goes past Griffin with ease. Oh, and he goes down as well. And a penalty has been given for the challenge on Ryan Giggs. Manchester United have a penalty. In the absence of the usually reliable Dennis Irwin from the spot, David Beckham is going to take it. It's David Beckham. Was there really any doubt where it would end up? Beckham clinically claims his 8th Premiership goal of the season, and Manchester United have silenced St James's Park by taking the lead here in somewhat controversial fashion from the penalty spot. Beckham evading, seek an equaliser here at St James's Park. It might open up for them now with Luar, and it's in! An equaliser for Stephen Glass. Stephen Glass, one of the 3 substitutes that were thrown on, got the goal. Cordone, another involved, and Luar, the other involved. So you could say inspired substitutions for Newcastle.
Tottenham's resistance here. Scruffy goal, scruffy finish, but what on earth is Tottenham's marking? Watch top of the screen. Watch how many players they have over. 3v1 at the back post. They were spoilt for choice. Well, when you're hot, Martin, it doesn't matter how they hit you. They end up going in. Should have done better posting across Chris Perry. Didn't do enough for me. Wide. Didn't get there quick enough. Didn't make the most of it. And look at that. If he misses it, Marcus Stewart, they've got players coming in behind them.
Good play by
set.
Stewart. Armstrong! Well, they cut Tottenham to ribbons, and they lead by 2-0.
This is a fabulous, fabulous goal. That's all you can say. Wonderful movement, good patience, wonderful passing, and quite a simple finish. Look at Royce there, he waits and waits and waits. Stewart makes a run, checks, and then watch this for a ball. Horrible for Campbell. Sol Campbell knows if he sticks a foot out here, it could be on goal. Can't deal with it. Armstrong says, thank you very much. It's a simple, open yourself out, let it hit the step, find the bottom corner. It's no more than Ipswich deserve. It could be the crucial goal in the football.
Able to dwell and turn and look for the angle for Royce, and the flag is laid down. I'm not sure that's the correct verdict, but it could lead to number 3 for Ipswich. Johnson's missed it, and it's Clapham. And Spurs are angry about it.
Well, George Graham's down in the touchline line. He's not happy, George. I have to say, Matt first reaction, he's not just offside, but with offside. He might be proved wrong. But look where he is. It's always better. Chris Terry, I think, on the far side is out holding his arm up. But after that, Johnson should have scored. Look at him trying to get out the way there on the goal line. Thinking, am I going to be given offside here? Is it just not past him? Did it hit him before it got over the line?
Now Jensen, shooting opportunity, and he tried to work it onto his right foot, and the ball whipped off his toe by Wright Phillips. Jensen's corner, Weaver stays on his line as Rufus throws himself at it, and Jensen gobbles up a half chance. Jonathan Johansson's 11th goal of the season. He has been a hit in the Premiership, and that long, icy journey has been worthwhile for the Charlton supporters. It wasn't a great goal. In fact, it was a pretty scrappy goal. It was a poacher's goal. Oh, that's a very lazy pass. Deakins puts it into the safety net. That's a terrible kick from Weaver, and he's put his team in trouble. As Kishiev squares it, Johansson for 2. It is the ultimate punishment for Manchester City's unfortunate young goalkeeper. Well, it was a terrible kick. It's not the first time he's been caught out like that this season, testing the patience of his manager. Kishiev drove forwards, and, well, Johansson scored his second goal of the game. Side of the field, but he draws Bishop. Pringle. Robinson. A little bit of luck, but he drives well, and he fell. Or did he dive? He's given a penalty! Well, the referee was right on top of the situation, and the replay may well prove him right, but the instinct said that Robinson dived. Graham Stewart, whose only goal this season was against Manchester City, scores his second goal of the season against Manchester City, and it's woe, woe, thrice woe for the home side. A painful finish from the Charlton captain. They're back on the charted course to safety. Manchester City could be down with the Christmas lights. Well, there were 33,000 fans inside the ground. Silently, they vote with their feet. They're an unhappy lot. Wright Phillips. Charlton try to proudly hang on for a clean sheet. They've not had too many of those on their travels as Granville fires against Fish. In fact, Charlton have conceded 14 goals in the last 5 matches. They maybe could have feared the worst today after the mauling against West Ham as the ball cannons off Jensen, and one of the craziest goals you're going to see all season. Compounds the misery at Maine Road. Klaus Jensen looks almost too sheepish to celebrate. What happened next? Well, what did happen broke the hearts of Manchester City. 4-0. Bishop. Will there be some reward for the few supporters who've remained in Maine Road? Granville. Huckabee. Falls. Penalty. And that's the biggest cheer of the afternoon from the home supporters. On his debut, Darren Huckabee has a little souvenir. The foot was left out. It maybe was a clumsy challenge. Huckabee, with his first duty as a Manchester City player, scores his first goal. The goal he was dreaming about, but not in these particular circumstances. But he scored one, as have his team, but the opposition have scored 4.
Brilliantly blocked off the line by Barry Quinn. It's a good run by Caribou. Ricard's shot deflecting away, and Whelan really should have scored against his former club. Green amongst those forward as Thompson prepares to swing it in, and Schwarzer came out! And Noel Whelan has put it into his own net. An absolutely extraordinary error of judgment. Mark Schwarzer came out and was beaten. But this is appalling timing from Noel Whelan. What a way to celebrate his 26th birthday. From Chris Kirkland, but no way through for Hamilton Ricard. Good ball forward, and now Boxic onside, and it's in for an equaliser. Well, it did look as though the goal perhaps wasn't going to come. They left it very late, but Middlesbrough surely booked a share of the points. Great play by Ricard, the ball between Williams and Breen, and Boxic beating Quinn for his first goal at the Riverside.
I thought win in the last 6 matches, as Joe Tessam latching onto a weak Derby clearance, so very nearly opened the scoring. Something had to give, and Derby's brave resolve was broken with just 18 minutes left to play. No surprise that Marion Pahars was the provider, and certainly no surprise that James Beattie was the executioner. 10 in 10, he simply can't stop scoring. He's brave as well as lethal. Now Southampton were turning on the style. Beattie had another deflected for a corner once Tesson flicked into his path, and Cash Law nearly caught Poom out at the near post after Derby fell asleep from the corner. Southampton 1, Derby 0.
I thought it was a very significant